everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn Commerce with Namita. I am Namita Mane. In today's session, let us discuss some important MCQs on Indian Contract Act 1872. These MCQs will be helpful for the upcoming university examination. So let's see the MCQs. First, a proposal when accepted becomes a dash and an agreement enforceable by law is dash. Okay, so a proposal when accepted becomes dash and an agreement enforceable by law is dash. So we'll see the options. So option is option A, agreement, acceptance. Option B, promise, contract. Or option C, contract, promise, and D is acceptance, consideration. So a proposal when accepted becomes either agreement, or agreement enforceable by law is acceptance, or whether it is promise or contract or promise or acceptance or consideration. So let's see the correct answer. So the correct answer is option B, promise and contract. So a proposal when accepted, when a proposal is accepted, it becomes promise, and an agreement enforceable by law is contract. So the correct answer is option B. So we'll see the second MCQ. Second question is an agreement which prevents a person from carrying a lawful business is dash under dash of the Indian Contract Act 1872. So let's see the option. Option A, void, is the agreement which prevents a person carrying a lawful business is void and under section 27, or option B, voidable under section 28. Option C, illegal, section 26, and option D, valid, section 10. So the correct answer, we'll check the correct answer. The correct answer is option A, void and under section 27. An agreement which prevents a person from carrying a lawful business is void under section 27 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. Okay. So the third question, which of the following statements are true? Which of the following statements are true? We will see the option. Option A, contract is equal to agreement plus enforceability at law. Option B, agreement is equals to offer plus acceptance. Option C, both A and B. Or option D, none of the above. So which statements are correct? So is it option A, B, C or D? So let's see the correct answer. Option C, that is both A and B are the correct statement. Contract means contract is equals to agreement plus enforceability at law, and agreement means agreement is equals to offer plus acceptance. Once you give a offer and if the party is accepting the offer, then it is called as agreement. Okay, so both A and B are correct. Option C is the correct answer. Question number 4. Contracts classified on the basis of performance are dash. Okay, now there are types of contracts. I have explained what are the various kinds of contracts, various types of contracts. You will find the link in the description box. Please check that video also. So business law, Indian Contract Act 1872, all the topics I have covered on my channel. Do watch the video. The link you will find in the description box. So the contract classified, there are various types of contracts, and on the basis of performance, on the basis of enforceability, there are subcontracts also. So contracts classified on the basis of performance are, we'll see the option. Option A, executed contract. Option B, executory contract. Option C, partly executed or partly executory contract. And option D is all of the above. Okay, so we'll see the correct answer. Correct answer is all of the above. All executed, executory, partly executory contracts are the contracts on the basis of performance. Okay. Next, we'll move to question number 5. Mistake of fact can be of two types. So mistake of facts can be of two types. So we'll see the options. Option A, own and foreign. Option B, unilateral and bilateral. Option C, unilateral and foreign. Or option D, own and bilateral. Okay, so mistake of facts can be of two types. Which are those two types? We'll see the correct answer. Correct option is option B, unilateral and bilateral. Okay, so mistake of facts are of two types, that is unilateral and bilateral. Question number 6. Section 68 2 dash. Okay, section 68 2 dash section. The Indian Contract Act describes the cases which are deemed dash contracts. So we'll see the option. Option A, 72, that is quasi contract. Option B, 73, contingent contract. Option C, section 74, contract is invalid. Or option D, section 75, or void contract. So we'll see the correct answer. So the correct answer is option A, section 68 to section 72. The Indian Contract Act describes the case which are deemed quasi contract. Okay, so question number 7. Quantum merit means. Okay, quantum merit means, options are option A, as much as earned. Option B, as much as performed. Option C, as much as found. Or option D, as much as worked. Okay, so quantum merit means what? Is it option A, B, C or D? So the correct answer is quantum merit means as much. Option A, as much as earned is the correct answer. Quantum merit means as much as earned. Next, question number 8. The law of contract is contained in the Indian Contract Act 1872, which came into force on which date the Indian Contract Act 1872 was applied to whole India. So we'll see the option. Option A, 1st September 1872. Option B, 15th September 1873. Option C, 1st October 1872. Or option D, 15th October 1874. So we'll see the correct answer. The correct answer is 1st September 1872. Okay. So on 1st September 1872, the Indian Contract Act 1872 was came into force. Okay. So correct answer is 1st September 1872. Next, question number 9. Section 2 subsection J of Indian Contract Act 1872 defines dash, means what? Section 2 subsection J of the act defines what? The options are as follow. Option A, valid contract. Option B, void contract. Option C, voidable contract. Or option D, quasi contract. So the correct answer is Option B, void contract. Okay, so the correct answer is option B. Section 2 subsection J defines void contract according to the Indian Contract Act 1872. Question number 10. The breach of contract may be. Breach of contract means breaking the contract. Breach of contract may be dash. Options are as follows. Option A, actual. Option B, anticipatory. Or option C, both of the above. Option D, none of the above. So the correct answer is option C. So breach of contract can be of two types, that is actual breach of contract and anticipatory breach of contract. Okay, so these are the two types of breach of contract, actual and anticipatory. Next, question number 11. Consideration can be classified into dash type. Now, how many types are there of consideration? Consideration means something in given to something in written. Okay, so options are 8 types. Option A 8, option B 9, option C 6 or option D 3. So we'll see the correct answer. Correct answer is option D 3. There are 3 types of consideration, that is past consideration, present consideration and future consideration. Okay, so these are 3 types of consideration: past consideration, present consideration and future consideration. Next, question number 12. The person on whom the proposal is made is called as dash. The person on whom the proposal is also called as offer, is made, is called as dash. So we'll see the options. Options are as below. Option A, offerer, or option B, offeree, option C, proposer, and option D, promiser. Okay, so the person to whom, the proposal is made is called as dash. Is it option A, B, C or D? We'll see the correct answer. So the correct answer is option B, offeree. Okay, offeree. So offerer is the person who gives the proposal, and to whom it is given, that person is called as offeree. Proposer is the person who gives the proposal, and proposee is the person on whom the proposal is made. Okay, promiser means who is making the promise, and promisee means on whom the promise is made. So the person to whom the proposal is made is called as offeree. Option B is the correct answer. Next, question number 13. Pledge is a special kind of dash. Pledge is what? Is a special kind of dash. Options are given below. Option A, bailment. Option B, rule. Option C, business, or option D, product. Pledge is a special kind of. Option A, B, C or D. So the correct answer is option A, bailment. Okay, bailment. Pledge is a special kind of bailment. Question number 14. All illegal agreements are dash. All illegal agreements are dash. Options are as given below. Option A, void. Option B, voidable. Option C, valid. Or option D, illegal. Okay, so we'll see the correct answer. The correct answer is void. Option A. All illegal agreements are void. Okay, all illegal agreements are void. Okay, so we'll move to next MCQ, next question. Question number 15. The term proposal. The term proposal used in the Indian Contract Act is synonymous with the term dash. Okay, means the term proposal used in Indian Contract Act in the Indian Contract Act is similar to which term? So the options are as follow. Option A, promise. Option B, offer. Option C, acceptance. And option D, agreement. So which term is used similar to the term proposal? So the correct answer is option B, proposal. Okay, proposal. Option B, offer. Okay, offer B, offer. So the term proposal is also called as offer, and offer is also called as proposal as per Indian Contract Act. Next, question number 16. The correct sequence in formation of a contract is dash. So what is the correct sequence to form a contract? Okay, so the options are as given below. Option A, offer, acceptance, consideration, agreement. Or option B, offer, consideration, acceptance, agreement. Option C, agreement, consideration, offer, acceptance. Or option D, offer, acceptance, agreement or consideration. So which is the correct sequence to form a proper contract, to form a valid contract? So the correct sequence is option A. First, to form a contract, you need to have offer, and once you have given the offer, there should be an acceptance, and once there is offer plus acceptance, then there comes the consideration. Okay, and after consideration, there is a agreement. Okay, so this is the correct sequence to form a contract: offer, acceptance, consideration and agreement. Question number 17. What is consent under the Indian Contract Act 1872? So what is consent under Indian Contract Act 1872? So the options are: consent is when acceptance of proposal is made by one party to whom the proposal is made. Or option B, when the acceptance is made by another person other than the person to whom the proposal is made. Or option C, when they agree, when party agree upon the same thing in the same sense. Or option D, when both the parties agree upon a thing in the way it is understood by them. So what is consent as per the Indian Contract Act 1872? Is it option A, option B or option C or option D? So we'll see the correct answer. The correct answer is option C. Okay, option C is the correct answer. That is consent under consent under Indian Contract Act 1872 means consent is nothing but when both the parties agree upon the same thing in the same sense. So option C is the correct answer. Next, question number 18. Who among the following is not competent to the contract? Options are: the option A, person who has acquired the age of 18 is not competent to the contract. Or option B, the person who has acquired the age of 16. A person, option C, a person is of sound mind. And option D, a person who is not disqualified from contracting by any law. So who is not amongst this option A, B, C? Who among this is not compete to the contract? So correct option is the person who has acquired the age of 16 cannot enter into contract. Okay, cannot enter into contract. The person who has completed the age of 18, he can enter into the contract. Then the person who is sound mind can enter into the contract. then the person who is not disqualified by law can enter into the contract, but the person who is not who has acquired the age of 16, who is below 18, cannot enter into a contract. Okay, that they cannot enter into the contract. Question number 19. A contract in which under the term of contract one or both the party have still to perform their obligation in future is known as what? Options are executed contract, option B executory contract, option C unilateral contract, or option D none of above. Okay, a contract in which under the terms of contract one or both the parties who have still yet to perform the obligation in future is known as what? Which type of contract? Is it executed contract, executory contract, or unilateral, or none of above? So we'll see the correct option. Correct option is option B, that is executory contract. Okay, in executory contract either one party or both the parties they still have to perform their obligation. Obligation means responsibility for what purpose they have entered into the contract. So the correct answer is option B, executory contract. Next, question number 20. Consigned die adem means. Options are consigned die adem means general consent. Option B, meeting of mind upon the same thing in the same sense. Or option C, reaching an agreement. Option D, reaching of contract. So the correct answer is option B, meeting of mind. Okay, option B is meeting of mind upon the same thing in the same sense. Consigned die adem means meeting of mind upon the same thing in the same sense. So correct option is B. Question number 21. Dash is one-sided contract in which only one party has to perform his promise or obligation. So the options are, is it void contract, illegal agreement, unilateral agreement, or option D, bilateral contract? So we'll see the correct answer. Correct answer is unilateral contract. Unilateral contract is one-sided contract in which one-sided contract means either one party perform his duty or perform his promise. Okay. So question number 21. Which of this contract has three parties consisting of creditor, principal, debtor, and surety? So the options are, is it contract of indemnity, contract of surety, contract of pledge, or contract of guarantee? So which contract has three parties? Parties name are creditor, principal, debtor, and surety. So the option is option D. The correct option is option D. Contract of guarantee has three parties, that is creditor, principal, debtor, and surety. Okay. Question number 23. Consent is said to be free when it is not caused by dash. Options are coercion, option B, undue influence, option C, fraud or misrepresentation, or option D, all of the above. So the correct answer is all of the above. Coercion, undue influence, fraud, or mispresentation is said to be consent is said to be free when these are not there. Okay. So the correct option is option D. Question number 24. A contract may be discharged. A contract may be discharged by which of the following? So the options are given on the screen. Option A, by performance. Option B, by impossibility of performance. Or by option C, bridge. Or option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option D, all of the above. A contract can be discharged by performance, by impossibility of performance, or by bridge. Okay. So discharge means when the contract comes to an end. Last question, question number 25. Question number 25 is a united person means. Okay, a united person means what? Is it option A, alien enemy? Option B, person disqualified by law? Or option C, person of unsound mind? Option D, insolvent person. So the correct answer is option C, united person means person of unsound mind. Okay. Alien enemy is what? A citizen of foreign. Okay, a citizen of a person who is a citizen of foreign country is alien enemy. And person disqualified by law, the person the certain person, the law has given him a disqualified. And person of unsound mind is united person. Insolvent person is the person who is not able to pay his creditors. So these are all 25 important MCQs on the topic Indian Contract Act. Thank you very much. I hope you have understood this MCQs, and I'm sure this MCQs will be helpful for you for the upcoming examination of university. And thank you very much. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, like and share the video, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the latest notification. See you in the next lecture.